So we would be doing these strategic plans for organizations, and I'm looking at you'd produce like a spiral bound plan that was maybe 50 to 100 pages long. It was full of, all sorts of facts and figures and intent and great ideas. And I come to call those bedtime stories, in that they had a really interesting plot, a happy ending. There were heroes and villains along the way, but they really didn't reflect anything that was true in the real world. And
I'm sure there'll be a few people smirking on both sides of the equation, totally. Right? Consultants and people who've hired consultants, they're knowing nod.
No, I've never had anyone say, that's not true. My strategy is this, perfect representation of a fictitious future. So the test for that as a consultant, right, we're here to make money and do strategy and stuff, is you'd give them the spiral-bound strategic plan and an invoice. They'd pay the invoice. You go back 3-6 months later and say, how did the strategy work out? And the executive would be physically looking for this thing, and they'd find it in the bottom drawer. They'd pull it out. And it's only the second time they've ever opened it, right? And the board of directors have only read the intro, the executive summary, and the financials at the back. So no one had really used that to guide anything in terms of a strategic decision. And then you say, so, how's it kind of panning out? And they say, oh, well, actually, this has changed. This customer's come on, this major account's left, this opportunity's opened up, this thing that we thought was going to work just died, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff happened that's disrupted our strategy. And the beauty of that as a consultant is you can say, well, what about we do it again? Let's do a new one. Let's do a refresh. And they would go, yeah, okay, right. You're a good guy. We quite enjoyed the process. And you go through this whole sort of iteration again. And it seemed to me that I was conspiring with my clients to create something that was failing.